1010, what the fuck? The second I click it, I just see the redeem pop up. What the fuck? I should have been a bitch and just like waited for 5 minutes and just been like, 10, what the fuck? Hi everybody, my name is Neurosis. I'm a computer virus. I'm a computer virus VTuber. Why did I say my read message? Hi everybody. Hi. I hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you are. I guess I have to turn on the Moogle redeem. This is bad. I have a confession, guys. I had a drink before stream. It's silly hours today. Let me do this. I should set it for 10 minutes. Yeah, so I made myself a drink and like in preparation of dinner, because Etched ordered dinner tonight and it was very good. But I started drinking it before I had food in my stomach. So I'm fine though. It's just gonna be a little sillier than usual. Yeah. So 10 minutes. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you saying that? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Capo. Yeah, we're doing more Final Fantasy XIV's Shadowbringers patch quests today. Not Shadowbringers, Kupo. Stormblood, Kupo. We're almost the Shadowbringers, Kupo. So basically we're in patch 4.5, Kupo. And then so I think 4.5 is one of the dense ones, Kupo, so I'm not sure. I don't think we're gonna get to Shadowbringers by tonight, Kupo, but I'm planning on doing a lot more of Final Fantasy XIV streams next week, Kupo.
A new user has logged in.
Oh my god, I'm Nash. Okay, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, Kupo. Guys, at the vocalist sensation Neurosis _ VT. Thank you, Joel. Hi, welcome in, Kupo. 4. Yeah, Kupo. Because there's a lot to do, Kupo. So I don't think we're going to be getting near Shadowbringers, Kupo, but I want to prioritize Final Fantasy for a little bit, Kupo. I know I'm still doing another code 2, Kupo, but I kind of want to prioritize Shadowbringers just because I do have a deadline for that, Kupo. So I really want to get the Shadowbringers at the very least, Kupo. For a second, I thought Tento was giving me a real weird rating, Kupo. Yeah, 1010 only gave me 4.5 out of 4.55, Kupo. And man, I guess he really didn't like the cover, Kupo. 40 points for what, Kupo? Yeah. You did that wrong, Kupo? Wow. Are you lying to me in my fucking stream now, Kupo? You won't believe how excited I have been following you, Kupo. Well, you're following me now, Kupo.
The ransom has been paid. Your files are now deleted.
Oh, thank you for the 40 viddies, Kupo. Oh, but Eternal Vibe? What the fuck, Kupo? Welcome to Eternal Vibe, Kupo. I mean, I still have the 10 minutes, Kupo.
Attention all
so
users.
We got that going, Kupo.
Are now forfeit.
So somebody remind me, I'm going to forget. I've been drinking. I'm going to forget, Kupo. Once my 10 minutes runs out, remind me to set another alarm for 5 minutes. Thank you, Kupo. Thank you for the gift sub, Kupo. I have a feeling that you're doing this in preparation of something, Kupo, and I'm scared, Kupo. But yeah, if anyone hasn't heard, I did another cover song, Kupo. It was for Better Off Worse by Circus P, Kupo. So it's that, Kupo. I'm glad people enjoyed it, Kupo. I worked very hard on the video, Kupo. So we'll see how it goes, Kupo. You need 10k for what, Kupo? For Snake Eater, Kupo? It's really well made. Thank you. I'm glad you think so, Kupo. Like, a lot of people gave me their VTuber models to do it, Kupo, and I'm very appreciative, Kupo. And so far it has 300 views, Kupo, which is a lot. A lot today, Kupo. Maybe, Kupo? Okay, Kupo. Well, keep fucking chugging along, man, Kupo. 50k soon, Kupo. It's not gonna hit 50k, Kupo. That's too many, Kupo. Yeah. Uh, but I put a lot of like secret stuff in it, Kupo. So you know, I guess you can rewatch it if you want, Kupo. The video is so like like on the back end, you might not. It looks very simple, Kupo, from the outside looking in, Kupo, but it's actually pretty intricate, like on the back end, Kupo. So I just put a lot of fun shit in the background, Kupo, just because I could. I was making it myself, Kupo. But yeah, I forget when I started working on it. I think I started working on the video like the day I was asking for submissions, Kupo, because I knew I wanted to do that, Kupo. Like at most I made the template, Kupo, a long time ago. I mean, I could probably look, Kupo, because whenever I like was working on something, I would just like posting in my fucking mod chat on my Discord, Kupo, just like, hey, I'm doing something now, Kupo. I'm gonna look now, Kupo, just because I'm thinking about it now, Kupo. Galaxy far away, yeah, Kupo. I should actually search this, Kupo. Okay. The first time I was talking about my video for Better or Worse, Kupo, it was February 1st. So that's like when I had the idea, Kupo. When I was like, okay, what if I covered this and did this really silly thing that required a billion VTubers, Kupo? And then it went from there, Kupo. Like, I think right after that, I managed to have time to record, Kupo. So I recorded everything, Kupo, sent it to the mixer, and as soon as like the mixer approved, Kupo, I put the like form up on Twitter, Kupo. So honestly, that's about a month production. That's pretty insane, Kupo. That might be shorter than the amount of time we spent doing. That was shorter than I went to live, Kupo. That's my fastest video project so far, Kupo. I mean, to be honest, this Better or Worse was done primarily as a distracting me from the horrors of moving, Kupo. So, you know, I was like, man, if I don't have something to work on, I'm just gonna think about like everything I need to do for moving, and I'm not gonna like I'm gonna be so stressed out the entire month. So I need to do something, Kupo. So I was like, okay, so I can put like $60 towards this, Kupo, and nothing else. So all that money went directly to the mixer, Kupo, and I had to do everything else, Kupo. But yeah, I'm glad everyone enjoys it, though, Kupo. There is another cover in production, but I don't think at the earliest it'll be ready by like end of May. So don't hold your breath on it being out soon, Kupo. I can't watch like Kiss and Run Away. Oh my god, Salem, Kupo, how you doing, Kupo? Yeah, don't watch this, Kupo. I mean, I'm only talking about stuff right now, Kupo, so you don't have to like run away immediately, Kupo. Basically, as soon as I get out of this G posing session, like get the fuck out of here, Kupo. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm just talking right now, Kupo, because people are very nice, Kupo. You met Xenos, Kupo? I feel bad for you. I hate him, Kupo. Actually, what's your opinion, Kupo? Tell me your thoughts about Xenos, because he's horrible, Kupo. Like, I won't judge you if you like him, Kupo, but he's horrible. Kupo. I know, I see a lot of people on the Twitters really thirsting after that man, Kupo, and I don't understand it at all, Kupo. I'm impartial, but he's Astro, Kupo. Astro. Kupo. No, I didn't know that about Astro. I hope she recovers soon. Kupo. He's my least favorite character in all Final Fantasy XIV. Actually, that's a lie. There is one character I like worse. I don't like as much. Like, I hate more. That's a good thing to say. I hate more than Xenos. Only one though, Kupo. He's so crazy, has killed many, is he obsessed? It's to be expected, Kubo. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, honestly, like, I do know people who are, like, really, really ride or die for, you know, the crazy ones, Kubo. People are hate or love Kubo. Yeah, I'm strictly on the hate side, Kubo. And for reasons that I can't really say because you haven't played the game that long, Kubo. So I don't want to spoil you, Kubo. But watch us guessing that you hate Fan Daniel more. I mean, you don't fucking know this character. You don't know who he is, Kubo. I hate Asahi more, Kubo. No, Fan Daniel's still lower, but I don't hate him as much as I do Xenos, Kubo. I hate Asahi more, Kubo. Which I don't, yeah. Don't give any more details than that, Matcha, Kubo. But I do like Fan Daniel in some scenes, Kubo. I hate him in a lot of other scenes, Kubo. Because of reasons that Matcha knows, Kubo. They didn't, okay. Okay. Hey, Chrome on the stage. Oh my god, that's one of the people in the video, Kubo. Oh my god, hi, how you doing? Hope you're fantastic one. Oh, 10 minutes are up. And somebody else redeemed it, so I have to set the set it for 5. 3, 2, 1. Round 3, Kupo. Third round of Kupos because 3 people redeemed it. Well, like Tenton redeemed it twice, Kupo. And then someone else redeemed it again because I don't know. Kupo. People. Salem. Kupo. Why are you smiling at that, Salem, Kupo? Man, people, I make video, and now the second I stream after making video, people are bullying me, Kupo. What the fuck, Salem, Kupo? Is that 15 minutes? That's 20 minutes after this one, Kupo. 25, Kupo? 30 minutes, Kupo. You're gonna drive me crazy, Kupo. You know you can refund those at any time, Kupo. Like, I'm not... Like, if you want me to refund any of those, I'm glad to do so, Kupo. I guess. Yes, Kupo. I only think crying emotion because of subject matter. Everyone else is smiling cool key. Yeah, Kupo. I mean... I wanted a variety of different emotions, Kupo, so I do appreciate the sending in the crying one, Kupo. Because if you haven't seen the original video for Better Off Worse, Kupo, it's basically it's basically like shifting through different emotions and outfits, Kupo. So like having a variety, including like smiling, crying, and all that, is very, very useful, Kupo. To fit the original vibe, Kupo. Twitch Offline is my favorite performance, Kupo. Yeah. Twitch Offline, Kupo. You spent all of your how much was that, Kupo? That was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, Kupo. You could have saved that up for a fucking karaoke, Salem, Kupo. You could have gotten a good karaoke out of that shit, Kupo. And yet, Kupo. Yeah, 12.8k. You were so close to a fucking karaoke. That's like 20k, Kupo. I hope you know that you're inflicting this on someone who's inebriated, Kupo. I've been drinking, Kupo. That's not 25 minutes, that's 30 minutes, Kupo. That's 30 more minutes of Kupo after the 5 minutes is up. Drunk Moogle screen. Yeah, Kupo. Yeah, once this 5 minutes is up, it's... Well, actually, wait. Like, there's... Okay. I'm getting mixed up now, Kupo. Okay. Well, so I'm on the 5 minutes that Eternal Vibe requested, Kupo. And then for Salem, it's 6, Kupo. So 6 times 5, Kupo. What's 6 times 5, chat? Kupo. I can't do math right now. I'm very confused because a lot of people were redeeming it and I didn't plan for this, Kupo. Okay, it's 30. It is 30, okay. Kupo. 69 if you want to be funny. No, I'm not funny, Kupo. I'm not funny, Kupo. Shut the fuck up, Kupo. I'm not doing 69 minutes, Kupo. You are funny, am I, Kupo? Or is he my monitor-shaped head? I'm not Vox from Has-Been Hotel. I don't have a monitor-shaped head. You imbecile, Kupo. Does this look like a TV head to you, Kupo? There are a lot of cool characters with TV head. I'm not one of them, Kupo. Snatch his wig. Jesus Christ. How could you do this? How could you do this to me, Kupo? Why are you fucking slapping my fucking weave off, man, Kupo? God. 42024, Kupo. I'm gonna be moved by then, Kupo. I'm gonna be in my new place on 420, Kupo. To get extra blazed, Kupo. Here's a secret. Here's a secret. I've never had a marijuana in my life, Kupo. I may joke about 420 a lot, but man, I'm straight-laced, Kupo. Okay. Break in the new apartment, Kupo. There's a reason why I don't do marijuana, Kupo. It's because my lungs do really, really badly with smoke. Oh. I have done it twice and did not enjoy it, Kupo. Okay. Yeah, I can't be around people who are smoking in any capacity, Kupo, including tobacco or marijuana, Kupo. So, like, if I'm like around it or breathing it in, I like cough up a lung and then, you know, die, I guess. Yeah. And I've heard that, I've heard doing edibles is like, you have to be very, very careful with. Okay, I gotta start the timer. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 30 fucking minutes, Kupo. Ugh. God, nom nom. Yeah, the thing is, I've heard that edibles hit you really hard, Kupo, and I kind of know myself to know that, like, if I go on a marijuana trip, I'm probably going to have an anxiety attack, Kupo. So it's kind of like that. I'm fine with alcohol. I don't think I want to risk having a panic attack while I'm trying to relax, you know, Kupo. Yeah, my partner, Kupo, he told me about this one time when he had too many edibles, Kupo, and he was just like absolutely zonked on the couch, Kupo. They think he was gonna die, Kupo. We were not dating at that time, or maybe we were. I don't know. Maybe we're like, I don't know. Well, but absolutely zonks on the couch, just like, I'm going to die today, Kupo. So I enjoy the big boy juice. I enjoy big boy juice too. Salem, come to Offkai. We can have Fat Tuesdays together. Let's do that again then, Kupo. Come on. You know you wanna you know you want to go to Offkai and get wasted. I wish I could. Aw. Gonna pirate party so hard at Offkai. I know, Kupo. Me and Chak are gonna party so hard that I'm gonna go to bed at like 9 p.m. because it's Pacific time, Kupo. It's gonna be great, Kupo. I'm gonna be like absolutely at my limit at like 10 p.m. Kupo. And all the Pacific timers just be like, come on, Ner, come on. Come on, let's go partying out the whole night. I'm just be like, man, I'm EP, Kupo. I think it's pretty pricey. So that's understandable, Kupo. Getting a tattoo for birthday? Yo, Kupo. Oh yeah, Moji just got her first tattoo this week, Kupo. I'm seeing her this weekend, so I get to see it in person, Kupo. I'm very excited, Kupo. Like Moji was getting a sword from Skyrim, Kupo, because that's her favorite game of all time, Kupo. And it looks super, super cool, Kupo. So I'm very excited to see it in person, Kupo. But I'm thinking of getting a tattoo, Kupo. Yeah. Oh my god, Empty, I didn't see you come in. Hi. Hi, Empty, Kupo. Yeah. I'm thinking of getting a tattoo at some point, Kupo. But I don't know when, Kupo. I kind of want to hear about Moji's experience first, Kupo, just to see like get advice from a friend. Like how did it feel? Like did it feel like burning pain or needles? That's all I need to know, Kupo. I can deal with burning pain, but I can't deal with needles, Kupo. The tattoo is gonna be based on the James Webb tale. Oh, yo, that sounds fucking sick, Kupo. To nobody's they're definitely not pain. I know. But it's like the kind of pain. Like there's certain pains that I can't deal with and certain pains that I can, Kupo. I'm not getting a fucking Moogle tattoo, Kupo. That sounds miserable, Kupo. Getting pricked by a thorn constantly, Kupo. I mean, is it like needly pain or just like thorn pain, Kupo? That's what I heard. That's like, because originally I was like, okay, I'm never gonna get a tattoo because needles, ew, disgusting. I hate those things, Kupo. But if it's more burning, I can deal with burning, Kupo. Tolerable. Yeah, okay, I can do that then, Kupo. Specifically, want to get a tattoo like in the inner arm. So who fuck knows, Kupo. I like to think that I have a high pain tolerance. Kupo. Matcha, I'm gonna kill you, Kupo. Somebody remind me in what the fuck? Somebody remind me in Kupo. Someone remind me in 25 minutes I have another one because I'm gonna keep on forgetting, Kupo. Eventually I'm gonna cut you off, you know, Kupo. Like you expect a tipsy virus to remind herself about redeems, Kupo. No, you can't fucking pin that. You can't fucking pin that. My cover's in the pins, you bitch. I'm wearing more. Empty, I'm gonna kill you, Kupo. Okay, so someone remind me, in 25 minutes, I have another 10-minute one. I can't, my app is shitty, Kupo, so I can't add any time to it, Kupo. Like, if I get more time, then I can't add it. So I have to fucking remember it with my own 2 brain cells. And that's a big ask for me, Kupo. Like, that's a huge fucking ask, Kupo. Fucking dive in, commit, hurts more a second time because you're expecting to pay. Oh, it's true, Kupo. It's kind of the same, I guess that's the same kind of feeling as when you're, what is it? Sorry, I'm like, you know, it's hard to think right now, Kupo. It's like when you're jogging, and if you're jogging, apparently it's just better to keep going rather than stop and take breaks, Kupo. Because when you stop and take a break, it like makes it so it's harder on your legs and it hurts more, Kupo. Whereas if you keep on running, then yeah, it sucks, but it's better in the long run, Kupo. That kind of thing. So like you just gotta keep going, Kupo. Which I never listen to, by the way, Kupo, because I hate running, Kupo. Like, nothing in this fucking life can make me go jogging. That sounds like my worst nightmare, Kupo. So I just don't do it, Kupo. I just go on walks, Kupo. I just push through for tattoos, Kupo. Yeah. Kupo. How about a zombie outbreak? I'm just gonna die, Kupo. Empty, I gotta be honest with you. Zombie, if there was a zombie apocalypse and I had to keep running, I just, you know, roll over, Kupo. I'd roll over, get bitten by the zombies, and hope that a warm body situation would happen where, like, I'd meet some, like, very handsome, or very beautiful, caring human who's just like, wait, there's wisdom behind those eyes. Maybe I can kiss that zombie. And then like we'll romantically go off into the sunset and I'll get my brain back. And that's my plan for the zombie apocalypse, Kupo. You did not mention warm bodies the way forward. And what of it, Kupo? What of it, Kupo? Warm Bodies is a fucking classic, Kupo. It's hilarious, Kupo. Nicholas Holt. Is that the actor name, Kupo? I don't know actor names, Kupo. Nothing. It's great. Didn't know anyone else knew existed. It's great, Kupo. I forget when I watched it, Kupo. I think like Moji and Brevi had seen it before me and were like, "Ner, you slimy little bastard. You gotta watch this one, Kupo." And then we did, and it was great, Kupo. Might actually own the DVD somewhere. Oh my god, watch it. Watch it again. Oh my god, watch party and check these as Discord, Kupo. I'd love to watch that again, Kupo. Nicholas Holt. That's the actor, right, Kupo? Oh yeah, Dreamboat. Okay, Kupo. Yeah. I mean, he's pretty alright. Kupo. I don't have a good gauge on who's a dreamboat, Kupo. You know, I like older men. He was not an older man, Kupo. He's a white man. Exactly. He's a white man, Kupo. That's all you need to know, Kupo. You know, he was too clean shaven, too pretty for me, Kupo. I like, if it's a man, Kupo, you know, you gotta like him like more rugged, preferably taller, preferably with white hair and red eyes and pointy teeth. Yeah, a little spicy. What do you mean, God, Kupo? Yeah, you walk into the fucking stream, you know what I'm about, Kupo. Put fucking a story in my fucking cover video. What do you expect from me, Kupo? You watch that video and you're just like, oh man, time to watch Ner. I bet she's a normal streamer, Kupo. I bet she's all right in the head, Kupo. I bet she doesn't like the vampire that she put in her cover video, Kupo. Man. You're free, Kupo? From what, Kupo? What are you free from, Kupo? The constraints of capitalism? Take me with you, Kupo. Oh, ad hell. Somebody gift Salem a sub right now, Kupo. Holding a gun to all your heads. Gift Salem a sub right now, Kupo. Please. No. Somebody gift the sub right now, Kupo. If you don't, I'm gonna sob.
Neurosis.exe
Oh my god,
has been
check, thanks.
forcibly installed.
Thank you, check, Kupo.
Good luck.
Thank you, check. Kupo. Pulled out my phone and Salem grabbed it. Kupo. Well, Salem, you don't even fucking know, Kupo. Because if nobody did it, I was just gonna do it. Kupo. I would have paused the stream and just been like, okay, Salem, I'm gonna gift you a sub to my own channel, Kupo. Throw Matcha's phone in the trash, Kupo. Oh my god, well, if you're so angry, you could go to Offkai and beat up Jack, Kupo. Then you'd have to go to Offkai, Kupo. Oh, don't you know the mold? Oh my god, Chroma, Kupo. This is beautiful, Kupo. Yeah. Thank you, Kupo. I'd go if I could, but it's too soon. I know, Kupo. It just feels like I just went to a convention too, which I technically did, Kupo. Go to Katsucon every year, and I'm just like, man, what do you mean I already have a convention coming up? Fuck, Kupo. To hold hands another time. Yeah, I'll have to find another place to meet up at. By the way, have you ever thought about going to Katsucon, Kupo? I go every year, Kupo. I miss holding Ner's hand. Oh my god. Kupo. Oh my god. So, this is not a rap god. I'm not, Kupo. God, Kubo. This one, Macho wants to go. You could go too, Kubo. I go every single year. I go with my friends, Kubo, and we make it a big deal, Kubo. There's a bar that we know that loads you up with alcohol. It's a lot of money, but also you get like 3 shots, Kubo. So, you know, it kind of balances out, Kubo. You just have to know what to ask for, Kubo. Yeah, so the bar that we go to if we want to, like, you know, if you want to have a good time, Kubo, again, the drinks are very expensive. As in, it's like, you know how resorts always have the really expensive resort shit in it? And it's all very, very expensive, Kubo. Because Katsukon's in basically a resort hotel, Kubo. But this fucking bar in the resort, Kubo, if you ask for something very simple, they will basically give you a glass full of alcohol, Kubo. It's a wild way to save time. Yeah, it's next February. You have a year, Kubo. So, for example, my friend Mon, she could basically only have 1 alcohol a year. So she always saves it for Katsukon. And all she fucking wants is a rum and coke. That's all she wants. So we go to this bar and she's just like, yeah, rum and coke, please, Kubo. And what she gets instead is a glass, a fucking glass of rum with like coke coughed onto it. Kubo. And same thing happens with me. If I also ask for something very simple, Kubo, like, hey, I want a gin and tonic, which is very, very simple. It's just gin and tonic. That's all it is, Kubo. And I just get a glass of gin, Kubo, which I like the taste of gin, so I can still drink it, but I'm also like, I'm gonna have a weird night, Kubo. Yeah, but if you ask for, like, for example, if they have a bunch of cocktails on the menu, so if you ask for something on the menu, then you get the normal amount of alcohol, Kubo. Because I made that mistake this year, because I was like, oh man, this like mixed drink sounds really good, so I got it, and it was just normal alcohol. But then Mon got a rum and coke, and it was a glass of rum again, Kubo. So you have to ask for something simple, because for some reason, if you ask for something like with 2 ingredients, they're just like, oh, okay, glass of gin, glass of rum, glass of vodka, Kubo. So you just have to know what to ask for, Kubo. So like, you make up for the expensive drink by having a billion shots in a glass. It's great, Kubo. And also Mon was absolutely drunk this year, Kubo. Last year me and Mon both got that deal, Kubo. Like, I had the glass of gin and Mon had the glass of rum, Kubo. And I think both Emoji and Brevi wanted to kill us, Kubo. Because we were not in our right minds, Kubo. If it's in the Northeast, it'll be great. Yeah, you can see the water, Kubo. It's not the ocean, but it's a river that goes to the ocean, Kubo. That's by the Gaylord, which is what Katsukon's in, Kubo. As for rum and coke and coke, honestly, that's great, Kubo. That's a good plan, Kubo. Oh my god, baby seal. Hi. How you doing? Hope everything's going, Kubo. I haven't actually started playing the game yet. So, baby seal, Kubo. I've just been chatting, Kubo. Like, people keep on redeeming the Kupo redeem, and also I've been talking about like the cover video and just talking about life in general, Kubo. And you know, the whole time my Warrior of Light just been staring at me, Kubo. So trapped inside Moogle mode. I am, Kubo. Yeah, no thanks to somebody in chat, Kubo. There's still 13 minutes left on it. My god, Kubo. Oh my god, I just opened my my phone and I have a Patreon update. Oh my god, Kubo. Oh my god. Beautiful artwork delivered right to my phone, Kubo. Oh. There's nothing greater in the world than having Patreon like stuff, Kubo. Is it porn? No, it's not porn, Kubo. There's an artist I've been following since I was like in middle school, Kubo. No, not middle school, high school. I found them when I was into Dragon Age for the first time, Kupo. And I've been following them since I was in high school, and I finally get to follow them. So did Trigger Fire just did Trigger Fire scam you again, Kupo? I have to figure out what's wrong, because Trigger Fire's really been like dropping the ball recently, Kupo. You can refund yourself, Kupo. You can just do that, Kupo. Hockey is nowhere to even be seen, Kupo. But just because I've been following this artist since I was like, what, how old were you in high school? I probably like found her in like when I was 17, Kupo. Over 10 years ago when I started following this fucking artist. Now I can finally like be a patron, Kupo. It's beautiful. 13 to 17. Yeah, I think I found her when I was 17, Kupo. Let me find her. I follow both of these artists. Oh. I always like sharing her work because she like at first I found her through Dragon Age fan art, and then like she got really into Fire Emblem for a while. So she did a lot of like Fire Emblem fan art, Kupo, and now she's into Baldur's Gate. So it's like it's perfect, Kupo. Like she's into everything that I'm interested in. So it's like watching your favorite artists also have the same interests as you move forward in life. It's great, Kupo. Why can't I find Twitter search function is terrible, Kupo. Is terrible. Actually, wait, I just shared some art of hers on Velcord. I can just grab her stuff there. Kupo. There you go. Wow. She just made a Starian period. Starian period fan art. So you know, Kupo. Okay, here you go. Yeah, Twitter search function does not fucking work anymore, Kupo. Yeah, I've been following her since I was 17, Kupo. And she makes amazing art, Kupo. She used to, they're like one of my biggest like wants in life was she used to do Kupo. She used to do, what am I thinking of? She used to do Inktober every year, Kupo. And it was like physical art for Inktober, Kupo. And what she would do is that she'd do Inktober every single day, and then at the end of it, she'd basically auction off all of her pieces, Kupo. So like that was like my big thing, just like, yo, if I have enough money, I'm gonna buy one of her Inktober pieces, because like she has really good artwork. I just want it. I want it so badly, Kupo. But then I found out after the pandemic, she stopped doing that because of the postal issues she used to have with like COVID and stuff, Kupo. So she no longer does that, which makes me very, very sad, Kupo. If she does it again, though, I am fucking after it, Kupo, because that's like a thing that I've always wanted, was to own one of her Inktober pieces, Kupo. But maybe in the future, if like postage gets sorted out. I think she's a Filipino artist, maybe. I know she's like in like that general part of the world. Yeah. Kupo. One day. Yeah. Really, really good artist. Please. Yuri Lowenthal's and Helldivers. I know, Matcha, Kupo. You know, like I did I played Helldivers on Kalsa's stream. When was this? Like a couple weeks ago, Kupo. And the thing that got her to play Helldivers with her was she said, "Hey, Nur, Yuri Lowenthal's and Helldivers. Come play with me." And I'm like, okay, Kupo. I had a lot of fun with that. Gotta play more of it, Kupo. Yuri Lowenthal, God. Oh. So yeah, that's how Kals got me into it, Kupo. I do want to play more. It's Helldivers, it seems to be a thing that I only enjoy if I'm playing with other people, though, Kupo. Like, it's not something I will play on my own, Kupo. So I have to play with other people, Kupo. I'm generally about that with like with any with any game that's like a big number go up or leveling up, like getting more experience, or the whole point is make number go big, Kupo, I'm generally not motivated to play it, Kupo, just because it doesn't interest me personally. So like with Helldivers, it's specifically a playing with other people thing, Kupo. It's just like if I'm playing it by myself, I'm like, man, I don't care, Kupo. There's no story here, Kupo. I'm just killing bugs, and I'd rather kill a bug with a friend, Kupo. To play Helldivers, my computer is literally too potato for it. Oh no, Kupo! No! I definitely just see it as another hangout with friends game. Yeah. I mean, same thing with Lethal Company, Kupo. Like Lethal Company, I can't play myself regardless, but yeah, Kupo. I don't like bugs, so I wish to avoid seeing them, Kupo. Yeah. Helldivers, Lethal Company are both like strictly like hanging out games, Kupo. Boot up Lethal Company. I'm playing Final Fantasy. I know it might not look like it, Shaq, Kupo, but I'm playing Final Fantasy right now. I know it looks like a screensaver right here, Kupo, but you know that was the plan for tonight. I'm intending on fulfilling it, Kupo. I have a deadline to do, Kupo. Thought there was a Zatsu stream. What the fuck is a Zatsu? Yo, I'm almost 30 years old. I'm not hip with the fucking VTuber lingo. What the fuck does that mean, Kupo? It's just talking about just fucking say just chatting. Kupo. Be fucking special about it, Kupo. No, because you're a VTuber? I don't give a shit, Kupo. I'm not corporate. I can call it whatever the fuck I want. I want to call it just chatting, Kupo. Ew, new label for no reason. Oh, Kupo. Oh no, Kupo. Amen, Kupo. Yeah, I'm not fucking corpo. I can call it however I please, Kupo. I'm assuming that like corporate VTubers, it's in their contract, Kupo. Where it's just like, hey, if you join our corporation, you have to call just chatting streams as Zatsus. And if you don't do that, we are terminating you immediately, Kupo. Based on what I've seen of like VTuber agencies. You know, that's probably a role. Kupo. We're all VTubers here. Little did you know this is actually my skin. This is actually what I look like. You should know this, Val, Kupo. I actually look like this. This is virtual. VTubers aren't real. We're actually like this, Kupo. You woke up like this? I woke up like this, Kupo. Oh my god. Oh. I woke up with my spaghetti all spinning like this. It's wild, Kupo. I guess I'm going to do something dramatic for this stream, Kupo. I know I haven't been playing the game for almost 50 minutes, Kupo, but what if I played the game a little bit? So dramatic, Kupo. You know, I was ready to argue, but you're so right, Kupo. We're all very, very quirky, Kupo. Man, I gotta leave. Oh no. Yeah, Salem gotta get out of here. Salem's only in Stormblood right now, Kupo. So like, if Salem experiences like any of this, it is going to spoil the entirety of Stormblood for you, Kupo. Which I guess is your warning. Like, I'm getting a broom. I'm gently batting you on the head, just like get out of here, Kupo. I just met Xenos a while ago. Yeah, Kupo. Like, I mean this legitimately, Kupo. As soon as I start this quest, it's probably going to be spoiled for you, Kupo. Because it just references a bunch of stuff that happens at the end of Stormblood, Kupo. Yeah. Bye, Salem. Hope you have a good one, Kupo. Yeah. Let's talk to Alize now, Kupo.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments.
Oh yeah, people died, Kupo. I mean, not died, but, you know, died, Cabell.
But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjuring. Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Alphino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Is that Kryle, Cabell? Kryle, Cabell!
Kryle! I did not think you well enough to travel.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Kryle. We would welcome your insight.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the studium?
The speech, Cabell?
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
Heh, Cabell.
That particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault. But I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened. Thanks to a certain someone.
Who? Who, Cabell? It can't be me, Cabell. Why would it be me, Cabell?
A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh?
Yeah, I won't tell them, whoever it is, Cabell. It's a secret between us. I won't tell the person that he admires, Cabell. Not me, Cabell. Yeah, Cabell.
Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me.
Okay, the 30 minutes is up, but I think we have a 10 more minutes of the Moogle Redeem. I think it's 10. I think so. Okay, I think it is. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 10 more minutes, Cabell. God, hi Jace, how you doing? Hope everybody has one, Cabell. We only just got started with the gameplay. You came just in time, Cabell.
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep.
Doing well. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Cabell. You know, just having a very relaxing Friday evening, you know, Cabell?
Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation.
I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes?
I was associating, Cabell.
If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred.
I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
Oh, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So I suggest we pay her a visit.
Yeah, Kupo. Alright, finally, we're starting the first quest of 4.5. Kupo. You know, I just had a thought when I was watching that cutscene, because you know I'm in the Noctis cosplay right now, Kupo. You know, it'd be really cool if we could like could wear like Final Fantasy 14 clothes regardless of gender. You know, like on the Mog Station you can buy like Scion clothes and stuff, but it's still limited to gender, Kupo. I'm saying this because I really want to wear Hien's clothes, Kupo. And you can't, because you can only wear Hien's clothes if you're playing as a male character, Kupo. And it's really big and fluffy and cute, and I just want to wear it, Kupo, but I can't, Kupo. Wait, why am I doing that? I have to go to where, Kupo? Oh, I have to go to Idleshire, Kupo. Okay. Okay, to Idleshire we go, Kupo. I actually do, before I was gonna do this, big, like, playthrough series, Kupo, I was originally just gonna do a replay on my own, Kupo, and I actually have a bunny boy alt, Kupo, and I did buy Hien's clothes on that account, Kupo. So I do have a bunny boy with Hien's clothes, Kupo. It's a very cute character, though, so I might go back and like play some more on that account, Kupo. But you know, this is kind of the priority right now, Kupo. Remember when we had the Valentine's event about dressing as you like, and there were just gender restricted? Yeah, Kupo. Yeah, I remember that because I think that was my first Valentine's event, Kupo, where you got to choose which like color you started with, Kupo. Yeah, that was my first one, Kupo. And then it was all gender restricted, Kupo. There's like one paid outfit that I really like, Kupo, but it's also gender restricted, Kupo, so I can't wear it, Kupo. I think it's the male version of like there's like I forget what it's called, Kupo. It's like the Japanese it's basically like a hakama, Kupo. I think it's like called like Japanese like school clothes or whatever, Kupo, but it looks like a hakama and like that like kimono kind of top up to it, Kupo. And I really like the male version of that, but you can't wear that if you're playing as a female, Kupo. I want to wear that so desperately, Kupo, so I'm like waiting with bated breath for when they fix that, Kupo, because they've been going back and fixing it, Kupo. It's just a matter of when. I'd heard Master Matoya was something of a recluse, but this seems extreme, Kupo. Still, I'll happily overlook her eccentricities if she agrees to help us, Kupo. I'm Matoya, Kupo.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you?
Yeah.
I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems. Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Gaiety? Gay, Kupo?
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
Your student's dead, Kupo.
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
And is one of the afflicted, is she? Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
And I remember seeing this one post by Master Batoya Kupo that says, like, you know, Final Fantasy XIV could have like the one fuck rule where only one character can say fuck throughout the whole game, Kupo, and everyone wants Master Batoya to say it, Kupo. Everyone should just let Master Batoya say fuck, Kupo.
Right.
She
Let us
deserves
see
it,
what we
Kupo.
can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell and cast my senses out from there.
Let Master Motoya say fuck, Kupo. Just once. That's all I need, Kupo.
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Could their ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the broodmother's daughter all over again.
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi affected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where could they possibly be, Kupo? It's clearly in Garlemald. That's where we're going next, Kupo.
But where?
Garlemald, Kupo.
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking. Pray,
Yep.
excuse me a moment.
I'm free. I'm free. 10 minutes is up. That's finally, we're 1 hour into the fucking stream. I'm finally free with the Moogle redeems. Oh my god.
Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way.
Baby Seal? Do you like making me suffer? Baby Seal? Baby Seal? Baby Seal? Baby Seal, I want you to look into my eyes. Do you like making me suffer? Do you like doing this to me? It's been an hour. I'm tipsy, and I have to do this shit again. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay, let me set up the thing. You know, you guys could save your points for something else, you know? You know, we could, like, do things like make me do a karaoke. You could do those things if you want. But no, you guys choose the 2,000 point redeem instead and use them until you're out of points, Kupo. Anyway, the timer started, Kupo.
That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them.
Kupo.
I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Oh my god, Kupo.
Go, child, go. You've made up your mind and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Get back to karaoke easy enough, Kubo. Wow. I mean, if you didn't redeem that, you'd have a karaoke right now, Kubo. What if you're impatient? What if you're like, oh my god, I wish Nur could sing the song right now, Kubo? And then you realize with horror in your eyes, wait a minute, I am 2k points short, which is exactly the amount of points I needed to redeem the Moogle redeem. But now I can't hear the song, Kubo.
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Before they took ill, Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac. I fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting at shadows.
Shadows?
We can only do what
Kubo?
can be done.
Shadowbringers?
That but
Kubo?
one thing at a time.
It's all connected, Kubo. The shadows, the Shadowbringers, Kubo. Darkness, Kingdom Hearts, Kubo. So that was the woman who tamed Y'shtola. I had a distinct feeling of being grabbed by the scuff of my neck and having the nonsense shaken out of me, Kubo. There we go, there's Check, Kubo. I feel like whenever Kingdom Hearts is mentioned, Check just like gets on a floor, just like, Kingdom Hearts! It just bolts at like Mach speed to the location it was mentioned, Kubo. Don't worry, I have my own suffering looking at this Teamcraft lift for the airships I'm building, 20709 Dark Steel Ore, Kubo. Oh no, Kubo. When Alphino is back, I'd like to visit again and ask her what tale she has of grandfather, Kubo. I almost can't bear to hear what Maximo has to tell us, Kubo. But it can't be bad news, can it, Kubo? Lise would have said, Kubo, unless... there's no point in speculating, Kubo. Lise said she notified the guards of our coming, so we should head straight to the palace in the Alamegan Quarter, Kubo. Just trying to enforce on us that he's not just a poker streamer, he's a Kingdom Hearts fan, Kubo. What is a worse fate? What is a worse fate? Being a poke streamer or being a Kingdom Hearts fan, Kubo? What, Kubo? What, Kubo? What, Kubo? On one hand, you have very interesting lore with a lot of big enemies to face, and on the other hand, you have Kingdom Hearts, Kubo. You fucking know what you get into in my streams, Kubo. You know what I don't like, Kubo. Just like you could kill me in one shot in your streams, I can kill you in one shot in my streams, Kubo. Next time I walk into Check stream, he's gonna be like, you know what's cringe? Being a Baldur's Gate fan. Oh, Kubo. Oh. Thank you for the redeem. It is up. I am free. Greetings, Scions. The commander told me to expect you. Shall I show you in? Really said, you're on my turf now. I know. I do that a lot, Kubo. But you got a free, Kubo. I've been doing this for over an hour, and I can't get it out of my fucking system
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Oh?
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians. This shadow hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn. Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
Yeah, the new characters entirely. I wouldn't know who the Ascian hunters are. I wouldn't know any of them. Definitely new characters.
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
Not again.
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on! No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hien know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Yen! Yen!
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Untold sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
You heard it too.
Wonder who that is.
Well, at least we're both still standing.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
Alright, well, hope nobody else died. What? Jace? Thank you so much for gifting me the... Let me just read out... I'm gonna read out the name of this item very clearly. Thank you for gifting me the Getting Railed by Astarion candle on throne. Thank you so much. Now I'm gonna know what he smells like when he's railing me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a magical day, magical time. Finally, I'm gonna personally find out what it smells like. Which is weird because I'm asexual, so this is the only way I'll know. Leo's painting that in the Gale. Oh my god, the Gale sunshade is so fucking hilarious. Like, I'm not... Full disclosure, I'm not really a Gale fan. Like, I'm not... Like, he's very to me. Like, nothing against him, but I'm like, But I think the idea of him, like, driving a car to be, like, the funniest thing out of all of the Baldur's Gate characters, just, like, you know, thinking about, like, Astarion driving a car, yeah, it's funny, but Gale driving a car, that's fucking hilarious. So, Alphino is safe, for the present at least. Now, all we have to worry about is a full-scale Imperial invasion. Avatar. What? So, why are you bringing up Avatar? Why are you bringing up Avatar? Can you tell me why? Tell me why? I'm actually glad at least tasked us with visiting Lord Hien. Better be dashing from place to place and sitting around stewing over things we can't change. To the Enclave. I just saw it in the video. Oh yeah, Avatar. Yeah, you're saying Avatar. I'm glad you caught that. I'm glad you caught that. Yeah, everybody, at least most of the people, yeah, big Avatar head, the biggest Avatar head ever. Yeah, if you saw your name in the chat of Better Off Worse, then I tried to slip in something for you. You saw yours? Yeah. Did you like yours, Check? Do you think that represented you well? Was that accurate to your character? Was that in character for you or out of character for you? Yes, perfect. Because I think the only people I didn't sneak one in for is Moji and Brevi, but that's because I like it like turned out like all of their shit had lines in it, so I couldn't really fit something in. But everyone else I tried to get in. If you guys want to see it, be sure to watch the music video again. If you watch the music video again, you'll find a lot of secrets. Now that you've seen it one time, you can like look and see what secrets you can find. They snuck in some stuff. There is one thing that nobody's pointed out so far that I kind of want to spoil, just because I think it's hilarious and nobody's talking about it. Do you want a spoiler on like something that something that I thought was hilarious but nobody's talking about it right now? Yes. Okay. So whenever Tenton's on the screen, his watches in like is in increments of 10. So look at the watch count every time 1010 is on the screen and just look at the numbers. Yeah. Yeah, nobody's fucking noticed it. I'm so pissed off. I was like, it's the most obvious joke ever. Everyone's gonna laugh, and then nobody noticed it. I'm like, God damn it. I thought it was so hilarious there. Someone notified 1010 so he knows. Somebody tell him, please. Oh my god, Ian. Ian. Oh, he's looking at me. I'm gonna take my my stream G pose here. He's looking at me. Oh wait, I have to look at him. I have to look at him. Just peeking over the boob, you know. There we go. I gotta freeze him at the right moment. Gotta get the perfect shot there. Get the nice color filter on this. Here we go, nice pastel. There we go. Got it. Greetings, my friends. I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly formed alliance. Sirena, the Kojin in the Confederacy you already know, knows through your own strength of arms that won us the cooperation of the steppe tribes. We've also joined by our neighbors from Nagja in the indomitable forces of Dalmasca. The scattered nature of the latter's resistance will somewhat delay their official induction. These proud peoples have united under a single purpose, to stand against the tyranny of the Garlean Empire. I am glad to see that your alliance is coming together so swiftly. As things stand, I fear that we shall soon have need of your strength. I thank you for bringing me news of Alphino. His fate is never far from my thoughts, not only because he is our emissary. As for the sudden deployment of Imperial forces, I agree that Alamigo is wise to shore up its borders with all haste. Every report we receive from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring its fist down upon Eorzea. And I would help deflect that blow, but I cannot risk sending reinforcements just yet. We remain vulnerable to airborne assault until our wall in the burn is in place. The all-important Allegan energy barrier. Not Allegan. The energy barrier, yes. I thought to call it something more auspicious. A name drawn from the four lords of legend, perhaps. Seiryu's Aegis of some sort. Well, just a thought. The Ironworks engineers report they have finished calibrating the generators and are ready to proceed with the testing stage. Have you come to attend the first test? Have you time to attend the first test? You've seen the field which protected Azislaw firsthand. I would be interested to hear how you think ours compares. Yeah, might as well. I will come too if you don't mind. Though I'm no Y'shtola, I may be able to offer some insight. Of course, time being of the essence, it would be best if we made directly for the burn. Yagiri, I leave you and Hakuro to bring the War Council to a close. Understood. Your mounts are saddled and ready, my lord. Wear the storms. Ah, I gotta get money. We will cross the burn by Yol and Falcon as before. Join me at the overlook near the House of the Fierce. Alright, let's go this way. Gotta head out, have a good time with Shadowbringers. Thank you, Baby Seal. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I love the song. You have the word when you're ready to take wing. Oh no, too soon, too soon. Oh, so fancy.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand. Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Oh, so
Node 1 is
fancy.
operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming.
Wait, is that Thancred? Thancred's voice actor does like every bit NPC ever. It's insane.
$1,000 yums. 2,000. 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected.
It's definitely Thancred. I mean, he doesn't have anything to do this patch, so might as well give him a bit part.
4,000. 5,000. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yams. We've done it.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wall for us.
Oh my god, I love how Ian says that.
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Oh shit. Oh, he's dead this time. Cool.
By the gods. It's Alphano. What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
No, not him too.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions.
Who the fuck are you?
Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
Gaius Van Belsar.
Aye. Gaius Van Belsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished.
How did you survive the multiple explosions in the Praetorium? How the hell did you do that?
Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Belsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
He just reconstructed himself, didn't he?
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Alize. Like, how? Did he have a Phoenix down?
Do you remember how it unfolded?
No, it's been... When did I do Praetorium? When did I do Praetorium on this account? Because I started the playthrough in, I was like on patch 2.3 when I started this one. That was February of last year. It's been over a year since I did that, man.
How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea?
He had a different voice back then, too.
He used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment, at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians. The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge. My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion.
I sure did.
But so many more remain.
Where did Alphino go?
Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired. Among the Ascians, the Black-Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source. The first was La Habrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive EMET self, about whom little is known.
EMET? Are we talking about EMET now? I love him. I love him. I love him so much.
We have files on La Habrea and Elidibus, but I believe this EMET Selk is new to us?
Not for me, Alize. Not for me.
As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch. Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Ciegalvus.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized.
Cloning?
And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
A lot of them. Oh my, send me there.
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor?
Listen, this is my one main story husband. I can be as cringe as I want. I mean, I love Hien too. Hien is like number 2, but number 1 is coming up.
I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland.
I'm free. I am cringe. You may be cringe, bottom text. I'm cringe and free, excuse you.
It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
That's right, Alize. We'll settle this another time.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods, even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
I do like his voice a lot, by the way. Like, Gaius' voice, man, great. Very, very good. Got like some deep voices here.
So
yeah,
that
good,
was the
good
infamous
voice.
Black Wolf. An unexpected ally, to say the least.
Hey, bye, Gaia. See you never.
Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Stare. G. Me, my fucking Noctis cosplay. I'm keeping it on until Shadowbringers, like proper. Alphino is safely ensconced in a private chamber. My finest healer is examining him as we speak. I've spoken with the physician and there are no outward signs of illness. Alphino is lost in a sleep from which he cannot be awoken, just like the others. It seems that even the lands of the Empire were not far enough away to escape that cursed voice. I share your frustration, Alize, but Alphino has returned to us alive and otherwise unharmed. All that remains is to find the means to wake him. Until then, you can but fulfill your duties as a scion, and yours and your brothers both. You're right, of course. There are arrangements to be made and little time to make them. To business then, my lord. Now that we know Seryu's wall works as intended, can we expect reinforcements for Alamigo? You most certainly can. As promised, we will send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. Pray be aware, however, that they will not arrive without delay. Save for some few who boast teleportation magics, the bulk of our force must be transported by sea, a lengthy voyage for which the smaller vessels favored by the Confederacy are ill-equipped. Accordingly, I mean to enlist the assistance of the East Aldenar Trading Company in finding suitable ships. As for navigating the distances in question, we are in the happy position of being able to call upon those who plotted the course for my people's exodus to Eorzea. Beyond the procurement of ships, I think it unlikely that our East Aldenar friends will consent to any involvement in military operations, but I am certain they will afford Alphino a berth aboard one of their vessels. I shall have a Kyurgen accompany him every elm of the way to the Rising Stones. You have my thanks, Lord Hien. Yugiri, I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamigo, enlist all those capable of teleportation and put them at their disposal of the Eorzean Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes, my lord. This is exactly what we hope for. Lisa and the Alliance leaders will be glad indeed to welcome the combined strength of the East. Meanwhile, the Black Rose chemical plant. Stupid hat. So stupid.
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
See that you do.
Yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention.
Yeah! You know what I do care for? I care for you!
A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you.
Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing.
Such a little shit. I love him.
A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire.
I don't think he cares, dude.
You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way.
He's a theater kid. I love him.
Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome.
Who loves theater kids? I mean, EMET, Astarion. Yeah.
You dabbled in elegant cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the founding father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus. Like grandsire, like grandson, hey?
The way he says, hey. Love that. Also, like, that is kind of fucked up. Like, by what he's saying, Varys didn't even know that EMET was that his grandpa was an Ascian. So he was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna make a billion clones of my grandpappy. Just because.
If events play
Fuck that
out
little
as
guy.
planned, this will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
Oh yeah, like I just thought of this. You know how every single character in Final Fantasy has like a mega fan attached to it? Like, I mean, literally every single character in this goddamn MMO, somebody is a huge fan of them. It could be one person, it could be multiple people. It could be Graha, where he has 1 million fans. But one of the longest Final Fantasy XIV fanfics on AO3 is about Varys. And I know because I keep seeing it whenever I look for Final Fantasy XIV fics. Like, it's always like, oh, yep, there's the giant Varys fic again. The giant mega long Varys ex-Warrior of Light fanfiction. I don't know why, but somebody's very dedicated to this man. I'm also somebody really into one of the villains of Shadowbringers. Starts with a V. It's the leader of Yulmore, the big dude. Somebody's a huge fan of him. I've seen a lot of fan art of that guy. A lot of Warrior of Light X that guy, because I can't think of his name right now. Hi, EMET. Love you, boo. Love him even, love him crazy, love him dramatic. We must leave now to convene with Eorzea's leaders, and maybe some time before I can return to Doma. Hakuro, I leave you in command. My lord. Now, I've also seen fanfics of Hakuro, but I don't think that's much as a surprise because, you know, furries. But I have seen fanfiction of Hakuro. I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwith. I've just received word from Lise. The Alliance has established a base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Once we've arrived in the locks, we are to report to a resistance officer stationed in Portia Praetoria, who will point us in the right direction. Let's not keep them waiting. Okay, so let's head over here. It means we're probably going to be entering into a, probably going to start a duty soon. That's cool. I didn't realize it was that close. Let's go say howdy to them. Heh. What do you mean, heh? Duty. Ha ha. Ha. Hee hee, even. A little chuckle over here. Haha. Jokesta. A little jokesta. Ah, so you must be the Scion party I was told to look out for. If you follow me, I'll take you directly to the Alliance headquarters. So you know I want to talk to Ian. Here we are again, ready to fight the same foe. Yet I cannot be anywhere else. This conflict concerns us all. Come what may, we cannot allow the Empire to regain its grip on Alamigo.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Here. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, were our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
He's dead. He came back to us as a corpse.
So, Alphino won't wake up. Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right? Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
I like how in that conversation where we had with Gaius, like, we're like, you couldn't have possibly survived. And all he said was like, I did. Anyway, like, didn't even fucking explain how. He was just like, yeah. Anyway, I'm hunting Ascians now.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varys Zos Galvus would be attending.
From AO3?
The Emperor himself. Well, Varys did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of violence.
This is the AO3 stream. I mean, me and Salem were actually talking about doing, like a monthly or semi-monthly fan fiction sharing stream, probably on their channel. So like, actually, you may be joking, but actually though, we might be doing that. Like, obviously, like, I'm not setting up any new things until I'm done moving, but I am very interested. I am looking at the idea with great interest right now.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Bear and I browsed AO3 on stream for a bit. That was a good bit. I mean, what'd you read? Did you find anything good? What is Bear like? Does Bear like fan fiction? What kind? Does he like Hurt Comfort? Does Bear like Womp? Womp's a fun one. Does he like Is there only one bed? And oh no, there's two people, one bed. Oh no, what could they possibly do? I mean, do you like coffee shop AUs? Do you like that? Trying to think of fan fictions, right? Do you like self inserts? Do you like self inserts? Please.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
Looking at Star Fox fanfiction because he made a comment that Star Fox ship in a Zelda game. I said, which ships? There's a lot of ships on AO3. Like, so many. And if you do the search function, you only get the top 10, meaning there's even more. Let me see. One really fun thing is that sometimes, sometimes when you, look at a fan, look at a series on AO3, sometimes it's kind of skewed. Where, like, most of the time you look at like a list of the popular ships and you're like, okay, these are like popular in general. Where sometimes a ship is completely driven by like one person who has written a billion fan fictions of it. I'm thinking of in Rune Factory, Bato and Frey is like one of the top ships in AO3, but all of the fics are written by like 2 people. But they're like in the top 3, I think. It might have been changed, but it might change now. But back when I was like actively looking at Rune Factory fanfiction, it was just like, yeah, one of the top ships, Bato X Frey, all written by 2 people. Some people get really, really dedicated.
Gods, Lise, you know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it. Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
Yay, Alize.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
That's me! That's me! I'm not fond of politics either. I hate politicians.
Oh, you're not, are you? Come on, if Alize can put on a brave face, then so can you. Now, we don't know what Varys means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand should make all the difference.
The meeting will take place on the border.
Ew.
Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
What do you mean they taste horribly? Check? Check? Check?
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
Hey, what's up? Nothing. Just, you know, just having a moment, having a classic Nier moment. Whoa. Man. We should watch Sweeney Todd at some point during the musical watch-alongs. I should watch Sweeney Todd and schedule it on my Discord at some point. What musical would go with Sweeney Todd? It's such an oddball. And I'm going to be honest. We're gonna be whenever we watch Sweeney Todd, it's gonna be the movie version, because holy shit. I know it's more true to the musical, but the stage performance of Mrs. Lovett, I hate. It drives me up the wall. The voice is terrible, and so I have to watch the movie version. So, Little Shop of Horrors. You should. Oh my god, hi Tomochi, how are you doing? Hope I'm fantastic one. Fun fact, I've never watched Little Shop of Horrors. So we should probably watch that too. The only thing I know about Little Shop of Horrors is that I know the dentist song. Like I've watched the scene with Steve Martin where he's a dentist and he's evil. It's a really funny song. I love that song, but I haven't watched anything else from it. Man, Steve Martin's still alive, right? He's so funny. He's still breathing? Somebody check on Steve Martin, please. Still breathing? He sing dentist for me, please. You checked on him? He's good. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's Mr. AO3 himself. Hi, Varys. Hi, Mr. AO3. That's all I know you for.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance. On behalf of the Gallian Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you.
Yeah, this is the guy. It's the guy.
As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Your Radiance.
Oh, hi, Amric.
I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
Don't bring in Emmeric's daddy issues into this. He's dealing with enough already.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people.
Like, imagine you're like in a politics meeting, and like an opposing politician just like starts mentioning your daddy issues in front of everybody.
There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong, from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north.
Just like you walk into like a fancy little like politics like little discussion, and they immediately hit you with a so how's your dad doing? You feeling a little bad? Or whatever, insert daddy issue things here.
Were it not for
Man,
the
he was so much
discovery
better
of
than you.
ceruleum and the subsequent development of magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
Wait. Do you think George W. Bush Jr. ever dealt with that? like George W. Bush Jr. walks into the room like, oh yeah, hi, I'm the new president of the United States, and they're like, man, hi George, loved your father better. He did such a better job than you.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it. And from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the Twelve's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
His face model's not built for laughing and smiling.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation.
His face is so bumpy. It's weird. It's so weird. Like a fucking mountain trail along his jaw.
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
One thing I noticed that Varys's hair does not look like spaghetti. Like, in the front, like, it actually looks like real hair. Just draped over his armor. Why did he not give that to Xenos? Like, Xenos' hair looks horrible over armor. And yet, he has, like, special, like, luscious hair over that armor. Ugh. Ew, this is really not my forte. After his Radiance's little performance, it was all I could do not to swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Alphino would have done and tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. But there really is no common ground to be found with that man, nor do I think he looked for any. So the question comes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it is, I can't make it out. Not yet, at least. We do have a little time for the parley is due to reconvene, though, so why not try consulting our illustrious leaders? Mayhap they have some insight to share. I'll say one thing for this Varys. He's well versed in the Eorzean history. His interest in our affairs is that of beast in its prey. The Conqueror could know its enemies. All should know their enemies, yet there is much and more we do not know of the Empire. And it's up to us to change that, here and now. Ha! You would have me ask the Emperor himself. Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that. If we can skirt the storm of his displeasure, we may yet come to our answers, even if it does mean sailing close to the wind. Well, have mercy. But for Alisaie's timely interjection, we might have well have come to blows at the negotiating table. I thought that Emperor Varys left us a great many options. Can unconditional surrender all he will accept, do you think? Ere he arrived, I'd have said yes, but having heard him speak, I cannot help but think he came with one other end in mind. Exactly, he's building up to something, I know it. How should we approach the rest of the parley? Have you anything to say, Warrior of Light? Man, I wish I could, like, remain silent here, just like, have you anything to say? Then you just, like, stare at her, unblinking, for, like, a solid minute. Invite Varys to explain himself. You believe he is more apt to reveal the truth when we put him at ease. Mayhap you are right. Thank you, Nur. Ian, Oh, hi, Emmerich. The Prelate was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something about Emperor Varys' relationship to the Asians. As had we all, yet if he is in league with them, he is not like to volunteer the fact, and if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence? If we are to broach that particular subject, we need to be subtle. Would that I knew more of the man, if you would indulge me. Lord Hien, you received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true that the Emperor's will is considered absolute? There is no higher authority in all Garlemald, nor else in the heavens. Come to that. Veneration of the gods is forbidden, the only worship permitted being that of His Radiance's own person. That sounds suspiciously like a religion in itself. I share your disdain for their hypocrisy. Even as they denegate the idea of faith, they revere their leader with the fervor others reserve for the divine. There's a flaw common to much of the doctrine they fed us. Logical on the surface, perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of various discrepancies might prompt Varys to reveal something. You've spoken with everyone, then? Good. That all that remains is to await the pleasure of the Emperor, and hope that we fare better in the second attempt.
Now then, who would have the floor?
Me!
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affair surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons pose to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Barrens said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Finally, you ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
What in Rolga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures.
To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds.
I have heard this tale of the Source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Emperor Varys! Do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Gallian Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
Your prize is a lie. Your master's demons.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence.
Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard. An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate. I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
Okay, Mr. AO3.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable, unconscionable.
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together that we might take fate into our own hands.
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
Yeah, tell him, Nanamo.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
Yeah. I'm not the person who wrote the fan fiction, man. I'm not in your court. Talk to that person, not me. I cannot condone such a loss of life.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me. Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages. This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Yeah, guys, time to go to war. Yay. Bye, AO3 man. Bye. Came back to find Dolma's advance party ready and waiting for battle. So as worrying as our little chat with the Emperor was, it did buy us time for at least some of our allies to arrive.
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Dorma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Gallians come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Hear, hear!
The two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
Yeah.
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to countermand me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
Yeah! Let's go!
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
Of course I'll join the Domans. Do I also get to be by you, Ian? Please? 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 Please?
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands. Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come. May the crystal guide us to victory!
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphino wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right. So please, don't you dare leave me alone. No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
Yeah. Gimlet Dark now accessible. Yeah, Alize's great. I'm just gonna like get some not water but Gatorade. I'm gonna get some electrolytes. Gonna get electrolyte. Yeah, be back in like 5. Well, let me put on my BRB thing. Yeah, that works, I guess. BRB. All right, back. Got some electrolytes. Whee! Because I forgot, I still have like more of my mixer with me, so I'm just gonna drink the rest of that too. Ooh. Hi Luma, how you doing? Hope I'm having a fantastic one. Have a good lurk. Yeah. So let me settle back in. And we'll start next thing. Then PCs. Oh my god, we get Hien? Oh my god, my favorite character, Doman Shaman, is with us. And Alize. Let's go. Okay, let me turn down the volume. It should be good volume. Let's go. Gimlet Dark. I think this is the last duty of Stormblood, flat out. I believe this is the last one. Unless I'm forgetting something, but I think this is it. Man, I really need to do more machinist quest lines because I am missing some really necessary AoE stuff for machinist that I think I get exclusively from the job quests. My fucking bioblaster, I don't even have that right now. 'Cause I think I should have bioblaster right now, but I don't. I'm just so lazy because I'm like I'm really gung-ho about getting MSQ done. So, you know, doing the machinist quest line and reading through all of them take time. Might just ask somebody to read it with me so I'm not doing it alone. They're in? Okay, cool. Who do you want to voice? It's machinist. Want to voice Stefan Evian? Or the lady? I don't remember her name. Anything here? Oh. Sure. Okay, cool. We'll do it some point. Could be the lady if you want. Okay. Cool. I have no plans. Basically, I'm in the mood of like, I'm doing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 streams next week. If you just want to jump in the voice chat, I'll do it with you, like, on the spot. I don't feel like scheduling shit. I was like, oh, we're doing job quest today? Okay, let's do that. Yo, I'm moving in like 2 weeks. I don't want to schedule things. I'm just gonna do everything spontaneous. Who gives a shit? I already scheduled Omega. That's all I have right now. Which, by the way, Omega next Friday. Next Friday. I'm very excited for it. By the way, have you ever looked back on like what you did for streaming and you're just like, how the hell did I do that? Or even like, why did I do that? I had that moment because I've been thumbnailing all my VODs on YouTube, Apparently, I did over 6 hours of Drakengard in one sitting. Why did I do that to myself? I was miserable that whole time. Like I was doing the thumbnails for Drakengard. I was like, why is that over 6 hours? What the fuck's going on here? And I was like, wait, did I do 6+ hours of that fucking game? I hated that game. I mean, good story, but you know, it was the only game that I've legitimately almost like rage quit on stream because I was not feeling great doing that. The game's so bad. Like on another level, you don't even know. Yeah, I'm almost done thumbnailing actually. I've just been really in a mood for it. So I've just been kind of doing that constantly. So I'm feeling good. Like if you look at my YouTube channel, like at the top, they're all thumbnailed. Like most of them are already done. It's pretty great. I'm getting shit done because I don't want to focus on moving. Not spinning. Oh my god, I'm in the same sign as Hien. Oh, I'm blushing.
Enough!
Shit.
Forward! Forward!
Alright, first one down. Alright, got it. Why is it... Okay, every single fucking time I do duty support, I always just get, like, a bunch of useless healing items. I don't play healer. I don't even have a healer class unlocked in this one. Like, why do you think I need this, ShB? I don't.
Enough!
Oh, treasure chest. Cool. Hi Dulcet, how you doing? Hope you're a fantastic one. Yes, I'm a controller player. I'm a filthy controller player. Because there's no way else you could ever get me into this fucking game. Hi! Yeah, keyboard mouse confuses me unless the controllers are really simple and don't have a lot of buttons. So the only non-RPG maker level game that I play on keyboard mouse is Baldur's Gate, because all I do is click on mouse and use WASD to move. That's all I fucking use.
I shan't hold back.
Pippin. Think about your life, Pippin. I hate that musical, by the way. Utter nonsense, the whole lot of it. If people don't know what I'm talking about, don't look it up. It's a horrible musical. But man, the opening numbers gets in my ear sometimes. And eventually I need to do like a musical tier listing stream just so I can like complain about Pippin. And also complain about Phantom because I love it and I also like have problems with it. Even though I love his death, it's probably one of my favorite musicals of all time, but man, am I right? Yeah. I love Phantom. It's so good. It's a great musical. But God, Christine should not end up with either of those men. They're both terrible. Men are the worst, yeah. Good thing nobody here's a man. We're all VTubers. The secret third gender is actually just VTubers. It's not an actual thing. It's just like you're either a man, a woman, or VTuber. That's it. Or a secret fourth thing, non-binary, which means that you're like half VTuber. hi. Hi, Drill.
Out of my way.
Oh, another thing I'm probably gonna get yelled at for. I've never seen Gurren Lagann. Never seen that show.
Come no closer.
I know it's a classic now, but you know, that's time. Same, yeah. Good thing. Good, I'm not the only one. But it's one of those shows that, like, whenever you mention it, it's just kind of like, oh, you haven't? It's like, yeah, of course not. This is more controversial. I have a more controversial thing. I've never finished Cowboy Beboy. So, you know.
You shall fall soon enough.
Haven't finished the most influential anime ever. No big deal, you know. But like, I got some for Cowboy Bebop. I don't think I watched the full thing either. Like, god damn it, Alize. Like I forget which episode I stopped at. I know which one I stopped, but because my favorite character in Cowboy Beboy is my Valentine, whatever her name is, Valentine. It's the hot lady. That was my favorite character. But I basically watched the episode that's like later on in the show where you learn her backstory. And then I stopped because I was like, wow, I know her backstory and how it resolves. I don't need to watch this anymore. I already watched my favorite character. What else is there? It doesn't help that my least favorite character was Spike. I thought he was very boring. So like when I saw that like the rest of the show was going to be resolving his backstory, I was like, man, I don't want to. He's so boring in comparison to everybody else. Like the big police guy with like the metal implants in his face, he's so cool. And also Ed's really fun. And then Miss Valentine, like her backstory is great. And then there's a dog. And then there's fucking like cracker ass Spike Spiegel. I don't want to watch him. Wow. Generic protagonist. Cool. That's great.
You underestimate. Let us be about it.
I like Spike's voice. I do give him that. He has a really good voice. Like the very deep gravelly kind of like not like pure gravel, but like the rougher. I do really like his voice. Yeah. So that's the one win he has for my book. Otherwise, I think he's really boring. He just like, I'm so cool, and I'm like, cool. Where's the hot lady? What else does Steve Blum voice? Oh, he was Tom? Yo, I didn't know that. That makes sense now. Now you said that, I'm like, of course he is. Sounds exactly like him. Yeah, such a nice, not just nice like voice. Man, he should voice more people. I want to hear him more. Even though I don't know what else he does. Zabu, who the fuck is that? I don't watch Naruto, I'm sorry. Wolverine and X-Men. Cool. That gets a neat out of 10 for me. Of Star Wars? Whoa. Did you know in Star Wars there's two characters called Did you know in Star Wars there's two characters called Biggs and Wedge, and that's how Final Fantasy gets their names from? This is the Big O. I never heard of that. Talking about hot voices? Yes. Who do you think has the hottest voice in voice acting right now? And why is it Steve Blum? Here's the thing. With this discussion, we're brought back to the topic of I don't know voice actors unless it's like Neil Newbon or something. Like I don't keep track of voice actors at all. The only one I like know multiple roles for is Laura Bailey. I know a lot of things that Laura Bailey's done. That's it. I've never watched Samurai Champloo. That's another one I should watch, but I haven't. A shit ton of video games. Whoa. I'm trying to think. Who's the voice actor? I think he also does Sebastian from Black Butler, but I mainly know him from voicing Warwick in Gangsta. What's his name? I know he does a lot, but I think they're the same guy because they have like that deeper voice. Like the deeper, like more in charge kind of voice that's sometimes playful. Like I can hear him, but I don't know him. I think that'd be my guess just because he voices Warwick and I really like Warwick a lot. Let me look it up. It's just a second. You know, pausing the war effort right here. I gotta look up this guy's name. Catsvia from Little Bear. Let me see. Warwick. Archangelo. What's his voice? That's his Japanese voice, not his English voice. Oh, Ian Sinclair. That's what I'm thinking of. What else has he voiced? Okay, Mr. Ian, what have you voiced before? I've heard your voice several times. Oh yeah, he's Space Dandy. Yeah. Yeah, Ian Sinclair, Mr. Space Dandy. I really like his voice. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just like looking through his IMDb right now. So, let's see. I don't know half these shows. I'm so behind on anime. So beyond anime right now. Let's see. I'm just like keep scrolling down and down and down, trying to get to the old shows that old fogies like me like, you know. Oh, he's Kurino. He's Kurino from Fruits Basket. I like that voice. I also like whoever voices Sugar Ray in Fruits Basket. I think that's a classic little voice. Whoever does that, I also like his voice. But it's mainly because he voices Sugar Ray, not because of him in particular. God, he's in so many things. I keep scrolling. The list doesn't end. And I don't know any of these shows either. Let's see. What the? I keep on seeing. Okay, apparently Mr. Ian Sinclair was in a lot of Rooster Teeth animations. I keep on seeing Rooster Teeth animations in here. Okay, cool. Oh, he was Zap. Yeah. He was Zap from Blood Blockade Battlefront 2. So Ian Sinclair, I like him. I think he has a very nice voice. That's my answer. Even though I don't like Zap, Zap's one of my, like, I think Zap's fun, but I don't like him as much as the others. But he's very fun when he's on screen. Also, everyone should watch Blood Blockade Battlefront. It's my one of my favorite shows. It's like my top two favorites. Yeah. Wait, check. Have you not watched Blood Blockade Battlefront? It's by the same person who made Trigun. The Trigun author made it. It's so good. I like it more than Trigun, even though I'm a huge Trigun fan. Yeah. Like, the Trigun guy has only made 2 things. It's Trigun and Blood Blockade Battlefront. He hasn't made anything else. Yeah, I like it more than Trigun. Look into it. Yeah. Yo, if you want to watch Blood Blockade Battlefront, like, in your Discord, I am just gonna sit in there and enjoy it. I rewatch Blood Blockade Battlefront yearly. That's how much I like it. It's so good, man. No, I should let you know, don't watch Blood Blockade Battlefront looking for answers, because you won't find them. So you know, if you're watching something and you think like, oh man, I hope that gets answered later, don't expect that. It won't get answered later. It's just like Trigun. Trigun's kind of like that too, where the author just throws in a bunch of cool looking shit and never explains it. Yeah, that happens in Blood Blockade Battlefront too. It's great. Just don't expect it. Oh, I was supposed to go in there. Whoops. Whoopsies. I survived though. Sorry, I got too excited talking about one of my favorite shows of all time. And also, the lead character in Blood Blockade Battlefront, Leo, it's, you know how sometimes there's characters where you're like, man, that character's just like me. Yeah, Leo's just like me. Like, I look at him and I'm like, man, that's just like me for real, for real.
Time to get serious.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, time to do the final boss of this area. Why am I getting slaying? I'm playing as aiming. God damn, Yoshi P. All right, who are we gonna face off last? Let's go. Who could it be? Who's our last opponent here? You Savage's best to remain card? Impressive. But in the end, they are only that, savages. Now let us be brief, his radiance awaits. So speaking of shows with flaws, have you ever watched an anime that you're just like, this is objectively horrible and not a good experience, but I love it? I feel that way with Munto, which is Kyoto Animation's first original animation. It's bad, but I love it so much. It compels me. just forget about Little Bear. That brings me back to the childhood. Because, you know, at some point I was a child. A long time ago. Almost 30 years ago. Yo, Franklin? Yo! Fucking love Franklin. No, to be honest, I was a big Blue's Clues head. Anyone watch Blue's Clues in chat? Blue's Clues was my kid show. Yeah, so many good children's shows. All of them were peak back, at least from what I remember back in the day. Even Cal's watched Blue's Clues. She didn't grow up in the US. Yeah, Blue's Clues was iconic. Hey Bravo, how you doing? Hope everyone has fun. I don't think what else I watched. My brother's 5 years older than me, so we didn't really like watch a lot of stuff, but he was really into Mr. Rogers, so I got to watch a lot of that too, just because like my mom was like, oh well, your brother loved Mr. Rogers, so you're gonna watch some too. And it was pretty peak, but not as good as Blue's Clues, in my opinion, even though nowadays my opinion has differed a little bit. Yeah, Mr. Rogers. No! I fucking died at the last second. God damn it. I almost killed them. Ah. Wait, Mr. Rogers flipped off a bunch of kids? Yo, what? He did? Man, that sounds metal as hell. Yo. What was I doing as a child? I didn't get flipped off in Blue's Clues. You just fucking link a Facebook. I don't have Facebook on this fucking computer. It's gonna yell at me. Not metal at all. No. Disgusting. Facebook. It gave me Facebook. I'm sorry. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna watch it. Sorry, I'm gonna pause and watch this. Okay, it won't let me look because I'm not logged in on Facebook. I can't watch it actually. I'll have to like watch it later on my phone. Yeah, Mr. Rogers was on for a long time. Like he aged. Like you can watch him age. I was like 2 seconds away from killing these guys and I died at the last fucking second. I'm so bitter. I'm so bitter. Where's quality on YouTube? Okay, I'll watch it after I'm done killing these guys because I don't want to die again. Oh wait, I know something that wasn't really peak. Because I only watched this until I discovered Blue's Clues and realized that was much better. But I used to, when I was like really, really young, I used to watch Teletubbies. Man, what a show. Oh, Lugosi. Beastars was pretty good. Yeah, Teletubbies was something else, you know? Yeah, the sun baby's already ended. Yeah, I saw. That's wholesome. Oh, yo, anyone ever watched Bear in the Big Blue House? I never watched Disney Channel, so I rarely watched it, but it was pretty fun. I was not a Disney Channel kid. My mom thought it was like all like advertisements for Disney, so I never watched it. And it was. She was correct. Is he but not an avid watcher? Okay, cool. Okay, third phase. Well, so still his. Yeah, I've seen clips of that. All right, DPS check. Great. We're done. Couldn't hear the question because check like be a 30-second video of someone saying you're a piece of shit. What the fuck? What? Good voice though. Ah. You served their purpose. Come withdraw. I couldn't read that. Oh, flashbang. Patrick Sates. Oh. Okay, now to watch Mr. Rogers flip someone off. Oh no. Oh no. Mr. Rogers, don't do it. I see you pointing fingers. No. Oh no, Mr. Rogers. No! No, Mr. Rogers. No, we did it. You could watch that in real time, knowing tragedy was about to happen. No. Okay, what the fuck is this? Ragna swearing compilation? Okay, I'll watch that after stream. I want to resolve this dungo. Okay. Maiming? Why? I will use maiming. so happy for him.
We did it. I dare say they'll be reeling from this.
You were truly inspiring in battle, my friend. I'm determined not to be outdone, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
Ian said I did a good job.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
Huh.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity. Throw wide the gates.
No! 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 Not like...
Well, I'm the scion of the 7th Dawn. Singular.
Oh no, don't tell me. Are you all right? Quickly, we must get her back to the encampment.
So the Garleans have been routed, have they? Well done. Love Alisaie, I'm sorry she died. You must be like sobbing right now because she's dead now. Though this exchange is no more than a test of our strength, it's like as not. They won't be taking any chances now that the Emperor has joined the fray. They want to take their time, whittle down our defenses. Yeah, I know, it's so tragic. I'm so sorry, Czech. I know you didn't want to relive this moment on stream, but, you know. Still, with your help and that of our Eastern allies, we've passed the first test. Our line is unbroken. As for Alisaie, well, she's in good hands over at the infirmary. My lord, the Chirurgeons have completed their examination of Mistress Alisaie, and it is as we feared. She's locked in a slumber without any outward cause. Just like the others. Damn it all. Aye, the Garleans picked a fine time to come knocking. 5 scions incapacitated, and with the enemy on our doorstep, I cannot spare the men to assist the search for the cure. The best I can do is see to it that Alisaie is escorted safely back to the Rising Stones. Yagiri and I would return to our encampment. The main contingent of our forces from the Far East is under sail, and all must be made ready for their arrival. I will not keep you then. Hi, Thancred's wife. How you doing? Hope I'm fantastic. I'm sorry to say that, but unfortunately your husband is under a bad case of coma right now. I'm so sorry. Judging by the Garleans' recent movements or lack thereof, they won't be launching another offensive in the immediate future. You should return to the Rising Stones. Given the plight of your fellow scions, I can understand if you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. Right, so pre-return, Rising Stones, we are the last scion standing right now. I mean, last main scion standing. At least we have Real. Good old Real, always there for us. Oh yeah, I should turn back up the music. Because I'm out of the Dungo now. Yeah, there we go. Hoary Boulder! Nur, welcome home. Word has it that you, Mistress Alisaie, gave the Garleans quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mistress Alisaie? I was certain she would have returned by now. Well, she died. I did 12, not her too. Oker and I will ready the infirmary for her arrival. We will also need to send a message to Tataru post haste. Would that I had something other than grim tidings to share with her. And with you too, for that matter. It grieves me to report that the Archon's condition remains unchanged. As we speak, Poltonet, Kryl, and Master Matoya continue to explore every possible avenue. Alas, their efforts have yet to bear fruit. But all is not lost. You are still hale and whole after all. Although I suspect you must be tired from your journey. You should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us for the time being, at least. God. I think that's the end of 4.51. And then after that, all we have is 4.55 at the border of Alamigo. Not you again. Ew. Gross. Ew. Gross. Yep, that was end of 4.5. So all we have left is the 4.55 MSQ, and then we're in Shadowbringers officially. So I think I'm gonna call it here. 3.5 hours is a pretty good stream time. Yeah. Woo! Woo indeed. So yeah, no streams this weekend. Tomorrow I'm doing, basically I'm doing chores for moving. Our new place is all hardwood, so we're going to go somewhere to look for rugs for noise dampening purposes, because like if you have rugs, there can be less of an echo. So yeah, the move is so soon. I know. I've barely done any packing. Like basically the day before we move, we're spending the entire day, like we took off work, we're gonna pack the entire fucking day. It's gonna be miserable. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm doing like a bunch of moving stuff, and then like buying stuff for the new place rather than like packing like I should, because you know I'm not great at, you know, packing. And then so dark is making it warmer too. It's crazy how cold hardwood rooms are. Oh, you're so right, you're so right. I get cold so easily. That's actually an unexpected benefit there. So we're actually going to IKEA for it. So like the first time I mentioned it to Etched that like, hey, we should get some rugs. We'll look at IKEA or something. And then he was like, let's get the road rugs. And you know those like kid rugs with the roads and like school houses and stuff on them? We're getting one of those at least. It's necessary, I promise. We're getting at least two of them, at least one or two. Those are great. Like, man, I love me a good road rug. And then like afterwards I'm gonna be basically I'm reserving all my weekends for like, because you know all of my family and friends are in my state, so I want to visit them all before I, you know, move several states away. So you know, so this weekend it's like reserved for Moji Brevi time, so I'm gonna be visiting them. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, next stream's gonna be on Monday. It's probably gonna be more Final Fantasy 14. I don't know the schedule for next week, but it's gonna mainly be Final Fantasy 14 because I really want to get to Shadowbringers, like really badly. So it's probably gonna be Monday will be Final Fantasy 14, followed by Tuesday, Please Be Happy. Wednesday is the usual at Matcha's. Then Thursday is probably Final Fantasy, and Friday is going to be next week is going to be our, hopefully the finale of the Omega quest line for Final Fantasy. I'm gonna be with Errol, Aza, and Soot again. It'll be really fun. Hopefully I basically told them like I want to get this done before I move, so can we please finish it all that night? So let's see if it happens. Let's see who we're gonna raid though. Let's see who's online on a Friday evening at almost midnight. Holy shit. Man, there's so many people online. God, man, degenerates. Am I right, fellas? Thank you for stream. Have a good mood prep. Thank you. I'm gonna have fun this weekend. It's gonna be fun. You know what? Let me check.
The ransom has been paid. Oh. Your files are now deleted.
Oh, thank
Congrats on the video.
Yeah, thank you, Prophet. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies and for the thank you for allowing me to use your PNG. Oh my god. How long has this person been streaming? Okay, so we're gonna raid somebody new. I think in the spirit, because every time someone asks me to do karaoke, they always say Snake Eater. So you know what we're gonna raid today? We're gonna raid somebody who's playing Snake Eater. So we're gonna be reading Astro Songo. I don't believe I've raided them before, but they're a really cute penguin. So we'll go raid them. We queue it up. Let's go head over. Let's watch some Snake Eater. Maybe they'll do like the ladder scene or something. I've never played Snake Eater, so maybe there's a ladder somewhere where they'll start singing. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on Monday for more Final Fantasy. Hopefully to the end of the patch quest, so I can finally get my ass into gear with Shadowbringers. Anyway, bye. Where's my button? There it is.